What is up, everyone? It's Embers. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to be talking about a hot topic recently, and that's how to make Dawn of Titans better or great. Many players have raised issues with the game in the past month, or actually the past few weeks, and it's pretty apparent wherever you look, whether it's on forums, on Reddit. Um, there's a lot of players that are frustrated with the game, and the reason for that is they're emotionally invested in a potentially great game. So let's talk about how to make Dawn of Titans great. Um, and I'm just gonna talk about this while I replay just some gameplay I was just screwing around with. One of the things that they did fix, and I will give the developers a great deal of credit for this, and that was they fixed capturing and selling islands. Okay, this was one of the biggest issues that so many of my friends quit this damn game, and it really pissed me off that they took them this long to fix it because it was basically trolling. I mean, even in my lines, I had high level players just trolling low level players because it's very easy. I mean, you're in a league for a week. It's very easy for someone who's high ranking to just capture an island for 6 crystals or 6 stones and sell it. Essentially, it was so easy to make other players inactive that the problem was without a lot of players, the game isn't fun, and that goes with any mobile gaming, particularly this type because is this game is literally based on other players. I mean, if there are no other islands or garrisons to raid, there is no game. So I'm very happy that the developers with the last update they fixed this to where a player cannot sell or trash an island after they captured it, unless they're already at their max. And the other thing is, it's kind of so I'll give an example of why that works. If I'm level 25 and I take an island from a level 10, well, that level 10 island is going to be very low level for me. I have to keep that island. So what's the point of me capturing that island if I have to keep it and waste an island spot? So that's why what the change they did, that is a very great change. The only problem is they did it too late. That should have been done about. I'm not kidding. At least a month ago. At least a month. Now, the other thing that a lot of players have been talking about is customization on defense, and Dawn of Titan needs this really bad because the reason that games like Clash of Clans work so well is because there's an actual strategy on defense. Players want to win on offense and defense. The fact that you have the AI controlling your defense, it sucks. I mean, it is not fun not being able to control your defense. I mean, and it can be as simple as maybe the developers adding in like 3 maps that you can pick from. So each island or garrison that you have, you can select a defensive map. One may be more geared towards range, the other one melee, the third one like a mix of both. So you can sort of customize it and then place your groups of troops. So if you want all range, pick the range map and just put archers everywhere. So that's just one idea, but they do need to be able to make defense somewhat customizable by the player because as of right now, the AI is not very smart. I mean, if you know how to move your troops and know how to attack, you can really take out high ranking islands and garrisons. It's not that hard because the AI isn't very smart. The next thing I want to talk about is the cost of the game. Now, obviously, all mobile games and games in general, these companies build these games because they want to make money. That is very understandable. Um, I am all for making money. I own my own businesses. I have no problem spending in mobile gaming if I feel that the game is worthwhile. But the issue is there's a lot of games, and there's been a lot of them because I try almost every single game that comes out that I feel might have potential. And the problem is these companies are too greedy too fast. So I'll give an example. I mean, right now, I think if you average it out, if you try to get a 4-star Titan, it costs you about $20. And that's for a chance to get a 4-star Titan. That doesn't guarantee if you don't, if you spend $100, it does not guarantee that you're going to get 5 4-star Titans. No. In fact, there's been a lot of people have posted people who have paid $100 for gems, and they'll spend all the gems, like 60,000 gems, on the 4-star Titans, like chance, and they get like 1 or 2. That's insane. I mean, you're talking about $100 for one 4-star Titan. That's utterly ridiculous. They need to change it, and they need to change the pricing strategy where it is more casual friendly. Because you will make, at the end of the day, you're going to make more money focusing on casual players. A player who doesn't care about spending $5 or $8 per roll versus $20 per roll, you're going to get more of them. There's going to be more mass players who are willing to pay $5 to $8 per roll versus a players or the smaller group of players who are willing to pay $20 a roll just for the chance to get a 4-star Titan. That is really something that they need to look at, and that's really, it kind of goes back to the type of company that they are. And honestly, in my opinion, I think it goes back to if they truly feel like this game is going to succeed. I think a lot of games, particularly from a company like Gameloft, those games are like cookie cutter bullshit games. They are just money grabs. They're there to grab quick attention, quick players, grab as much cash as possible, and then they dump the game. I mean, basically, there is no more support, no more updates for those games anymore. And that's why they're able, games like companies such as Gameloft, they're able to produce all these games so fast. You know, every couple months they get a brand new one out. And they're just quick money grabs because the small percentage of players who are paying all that money, they play, they become emotionally invested for a few weeks, they pay it, and then their interest drops. And then Gameloft just does that whole cycle all over again. So again, these developers really should look at potentially changing how just the pricing strategy. Next thing I want to talk about is the league rewards. Okay, the league rewards should have a Titan involved. I mean, the whole game, the whole premise of the game is Dawn of Titans. The focus is getting better Titans, getting them, leveling them up, making them stronger, using them. So in the leagues, especially in the higher ones, they need to have Titans, like 3 or 4-star Titans, as potential rewards, not just relics. Because to be honest, relic is, I mean, it's okay, but it is nothing great. The other thing that I would love to see changed, seriously, is the relic durability. Some of these durabilities, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's too short. It's like 12 or 16. I mean, it would be great if they increased it, or if you could increase it. So, you know, for instance, if you repair it with, if they gave an option to repair a relic with 6 items instead of 4, but that doubled the durability, I think that would be a fantastic feature to add, because I know a lot of players hate the fact that they have to keep repairing their relics over and over again, particularly because a lot of players, they attack a lot every day. The other thing that they can do is have gem sales and have a daily login so players can get some sort of reward for logging in every day. Alright guys, please post your comments, your suggestions below. Thanks for watching. This is Embers. Please subscribe and comment. Give a thumbs up. I'll catch you guys later.